What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to my 2023 favorites. I literally cannot believe that it is already 2024. I feel like 2023 flew by in a blink of an eye. So many amazing things happened in 2023, and for me, in my life at least, there was a lot of difficult things that happened in 2023, but I hope that you all had an amazing year, and I truly hope that 2024 is an amazing year for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about my favorite products, home items, hair products, just like my favorite things in 2023. I really tried to not buy as much this past year, and I was able to finish a lot of my products, and that's how I know something's good, because I would repurchase it. Let's just get right into it, and I want to know in the comments down below what your favorite must-have products in 2023 were. I think we should start with skincare. My skin is in the best place it's ever been in my entire life. I have found a skincare routine that works so well for me, and it is not something where I have a trillion steps. I truly feel like less is more. I always go in and double cleanse, starting with the Tatcha oil cleanser, and then you can't really tell what this says, but it is the Skin Better Science Oxygen face wash. I'm not even sure of the science behind this face wash, but my friend Karen was talking about it on her Instagram, and I decided to give it a shot because her skin is amazing, and boy did it not disappoint. And this is supposed to put a lot of oxygen back in your skin. I don't know what that means exactly, but I know that it works. I'm not going to talk about this for too long because I feel like this has been in every favorites video of mine. Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. If you are not using this, you are severely missing out. This will shrink the size of your pores. It keeps all of my breakouts at bay. When I don't use this, my skin flares up like crazy. I literally use this every single night. If I need a good face exfoliation, the Tatcha rice cleanser is what I use. This is a powder that you mix with water, and depending on how much you mix it, it can be very gritty or it can just be a regular cleanser. So I like that you can kind of adjust it to what you need that day, and this will give you the softest baby soft skin. When it comes to face cream, I am pretty picky, and I find that Tatcha's face creams are the best. This is not in collab with Tatcha. I just really love their products, and my skin loves their products. So I have this cream, and I actually just finished the one in the purple container. If I were to pick one out of the two, I would go with the purple. I think it's the Dewy Skin Cream. It is a little bit of a heavier moisturizer, so if you like something really light, that will not be for you. But this one is also really nice, the Indigo Calming Cream. Every night, every day, it's amazing under makeup. This is my go-to cream. Well, the purple one, but this one's good too. Moving on to spray tan. I actually used my spray tan machine a little bit less this year, and I opted for just a regular mousse instead. And out of all the ones that I tried, this is definitely my favorite. It's the Loving Tan Platinum Ultimate Self Tanning Mousse, professional strength, quick dry, and natural olive color. This does have the best color. I don't know why it says professional use, experienced tanners only. I don't find this any more difficult to apply. You don't need like a tanning degree. You don't need to be a professional, but it does give you like a really deep tan. It develops so beautifully. It's easy to blend in. I just love it. Then for my face, I use the Nuda Self Tanning Water Mousse. I switched to this one once I finished my other clear self tanning water. It doesn't have to be this one in particular, but the only tanner I use on my face is a clear self tanner because I find that it doesn't clog my pores, and I apply it with a brush kind of where I would put my contour or my bronzer, and it just leaves you glowy. It's not too much, and like I said, it doesn't break me out or clog my pores. Moving on to hair, okay? My hair has been a point of contention this year. I'm just going to say it. I have spent too much time, more time than I'd like to admit, thinking about my hair this year, because in January of last year, I decided I wanted to turn my hair orange, and then I proceeded to like bleach it a billion times, and the front pieces of my hair got so crazily damaged. Only now do I feel like they're kind of getting to a spot where they don't feel like they were burnt to a crisp. And I owe that all to my favorite product of 2023. If I had to pick one favorite product of 2023, it would be the K18 Leave-In Mask. If you have any sort of damage on your hair, if you color your hair, if you use heat on your hair, you need to be using the K18 mask. You might not have to use it as intensely as I did. I literally have used it almost every time. Not every time, but almost every time since I got it. I've used other hair repair treatments like Olaplex, and honestly, I don't feel like that did anything. This one, you will notice a difference after one use. I promise. I'm not too picky with my shampoo and conditioner that I use, but one shampoo that I was absolutely obsessed with this year was the Matrix Brass Off Color Obsessed shampoo. They have a whole line. If you have like my color hair where it's like caramelly blonde, not quite blonde, I was pretty blonde in the summer. I don't know. I always like go back between like whether I like being blonde or if I like being caramel. Let me know what color you prefer on me. But for when I have this hair color, it can tend to get a little bit brassy, and I was trying to fix that with purple shampoo, but you actually need to be using a blue shampoo to fix brassiness. If you have blonde hair that's yellow, you need purple shampoo. And this is the perfect shade of blue. I don't know if I'll be, I don't want to make a mess. Squirted. It's a blue. I've used some blue shampoos where it's like turquoise. This is like a bluish purple, so it's still gonna tone it really nice to like a nice ashy color. It's super important to use the right color correcting toning shampoo. If you have blonde hair and you use blue shampoo, you're gonna turn your hair green. I've done that also. So after I go in with the K18 and I let it sit in my hair for 4 minutes, because that's how long it takes to work, you put it in, you don't brush it or whatever for 4 minutes. I then go in with this product from Lush. This is the Super Milk Conditioning Hair Primer. I use this on dry and I use this on my wet hair, and it does make your hair soft, but the best part is that it will make your hair smell so good to the point where people will run you down. Let's hope not. People will run up to you asking you what perfume you're wearing when it's actually just this hair super milk treatment. They did make a perfume, but apparently it's not as good. At CNC, we actually have a candle called Adulting is Overrated that smells exactly like this, and we actually just got a car diffuser that smells exactly like this, and my car smells so good. I literally just want to go sit in my car to be able to smell it. And lastly, I have a hairbrush to recommend to you. So I still love my Tangle Teezer hairbrushes for my wet hair, but when I finish off a style, or last night I used a heatless curler, if I want to make my hair look so smooth and so shiny, I use this Denman brush. I just got it on Amazon. I would show you up close, but there is so much hair in here that I'm too embarrassed. But it's a combination of like a boar bristle and a plastic bristle brush, and the combination just makes your hair so smooth and so shiny. I think this is a dupe for the like a $200 hairbrush. I saw someone using this hairbrush and I went to look it up. It was $200. In what world am I spending $200 on a hairbrush? It's not happening. But this one is apparently like a perfect dupe for it, and I got it on Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks, which is still pretty expensive for a hairbrush, but it's worth every penny. All right, moving on to makeup. I tried not to include the products that I have included in every other favorites video since the beginning of time, and I got a comment on my last favorites video saying you always talk about the same products, and that is because when I find something that works and I find something that I love, why would I use something else? And I think it goes to show that these products are so amazing. They have stood the test of time, but I tried to include some new things in here that I've recently discovered that I truly love. And one of those things is this primer combination. I was always that girl that was like, primers do nothing. And while I still believe that certain primers are just like bullshit, I do really like primers that give a glowy base or help your makeup last longer. So no matter what, I always put this combination under my makeup. It is the Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy and the Say Afterglow, what is this? Star Glow Glowy Super Gel. These are both great on their own, but something about the combination of the two is where the magic really happens. It's not so glowy to the point where your makeup is melting off or you look like a disco ball. It just really gives you like a lit from within glow. And then I also, in my T-zone, always put the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now, I know some of you have an issue with this primer. It like pills off. You need the tiniest amount, and you just go in and dab it where your makeup tends to lift off. So I'll go in my T-zone, I'll go on my chin. I don't apply it all over my face because that's when it feels heavy and when it feels sticky and it can start pilling. But this primer combination, if you apply it like the way that I tell you, you will never look back. I promise. Let's talk about foundation. I'm not going to stay too long on this one, even though it still is my favorite. It is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Punja. I personally find that this is the best foundation in the world, and I have been using this foundation, I want to say going on 2.5 years now, and nothing compares to it. But this is the foundation combo I use when I'm going out or when I want to look extra flawless. It is the combination of the Makeup by Mario foundation. I have the shade 9W mixed with the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. I really like this skin tint alone on days where I want kind of like a more natural, no makeup look, even though this still does have pretty good coverage. But the magic really happens when these two are combined and you just get this really like nice coverage with a really natural look. It's the foundation I'm wearing today, and every time I use this, just like the NARS one, I'm completely blown away. Another foundation I really loved this year was the House Labs foundation, but it didn't make the list. For concealer this year, I don't know if I ever included these in a favorites video yet, but these are the concealers I reached for the most this year. The Hourglass concealer in the shade Oat. I actually just repurchased this one because I ran out of it and I was like, I don't need it. I have a lot of concealers, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And if I am going for more of a natural look, I really love the Tower 28 concealer, but don't be fooled because this will also make you look flawless. It's just a little bit more liquidy, so I feel like it could be sheared out, but this will also make you look completely flawless. And then this is a little hack I discovered this year that I don't think I could go back to not doing it. When I want a really bright under eye, I apply this Instant Age Rewind eraser in the shade 160 Brightener. I don't know if you can tell, but it is pink, and I just apply it on the inner corner of my eye, and it brightens your under eye like no other, and then it also blends really nicely into your blush. My favorite cream contour of 2023 was the LYS cream contour. I have the shade Harmony. This is what it looks like. For me, this is not like a contour shade. This is truly what I use to warm up my face, kind of like a cream bronzer. It makes you look glowy, it makes you look bronzed, it makes you look like you were just on vacation for 2 weeks. Now, I would just like to acknowledge that this is the first time in years that the Charlotte Tilbury powder is not in my year-end favorites because it was taken over by the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. I use the shade Cove, and what I love so much about this powder is that there's actually skincare ingredients in the powder, and then it also just makes your makeup look absolutely flawless. I feel like it has the tiniest amount of coverage also, but then if I really want to go crazy and I really want my makeup to look airbrushed and last until, I swear my makeup can last weeks, it is the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Pound Cake. I'm actually all out of it. It is the best powder on the planet. I have not shut up about this powder since I rediscovered it like 1.5 years ago, and this is the same one. Like, I literally just finished it. I finished it on my skin today, so it lasts a really long time, and I love this shade Pound Cake. I have the shade Cupcake. It's not as good. For blush this year, the one I used the most by far is the NARS Afterglow liquid blush in the shade Dolce Vita. This is the best liquid blush I have come across in such a long time. I feel like this has the perfect amount of pigment. It also leaves a really nice glow on your skin, and the shade is just perfect. I think my best discovery of 2023 was this palette from Hourglass, and I know these come and go and they're not always available, although I do think this is still available on the Hourglass website. Their powders, if you haven't tried them, are some of the absolute best. I personally really like this palette because you have everything you need. You have your bronzer, you have 2 kind of setting powders or like glowy powders, 2 blushes, and then a highlight. I love all of these products, but I really love these kind of like setting powders. I kind of just blend everything together when I'm done my makeup, and it is just so beautiful. They have such a nice sheen to them. The bronzer is such a nice color. If you haven't tested out Hourglass powders, you really need to. I know they have the little travel size ones as well if you didn't want to commit to the full big thing, but really this bronzer is pretty much the only one I've been using. That and my go-to Hoola bronzer, but you already know I love that one. I know this is very shocking because I haven't had an eyeshadow palette to recommend to you in such a long time, but the Patrick Ta, what is this called? Major Dimension eyeshadow palette is one that I've used like literally every single day since I got it. I really love these little cream shadows here. This one is the one that I use kind of like in my crease to deepen it up. And then these shadows, these glitters are really nice. I know that they also have like a full matte palette if that is what you're more into. And I feel like this is kind of similar to the Makeup by Mario palette. But for me, the star of the show really are the creams in here. They're just so good. I am addicted to brown eyeliner, and I'm addicted to finding the best one. And I have officially found the best brown eyeliners on the market. So if you want a brown eyeliner that's going to stay all day, it's a little bit on the darker brown side, but still like a brown eyeliner, the Cali Ray eyeliner is the one that you need to go for. As you can see, it's definitely brown, but it's on more of like the darker kind of brown black side. This is what I use when I'm like going out at night and I want it to be a little bit more dramatic. MAC Costa Riche eyeliner is my newest obsession. I feel like it is just the perfect tone of brown to really make brown eyes pop. It's a little bit on the warmer side. If I want to put eyeliner on the bottom part of my eye, this is the one that I use because it's brown and beautiful, but it's just the perfect shade to make your eyes pop and not too intense. There's an eyelash stuck to this. I swear I have eyelashes stuck to everything. This eyeliner from Makeup Forever is called Limitless Brown. And wow, that name is so fitting because you can use this on everything. This is probably my most universal, most used brown eyeliner. So it is dark enough to where you can use it as like a brown eyeliner and get a really nice result. But it's blendable enough that I have also used this as like a lip liner. I know that seems crazy, but I've used it as a lip liner and it's beautiful. And then it's also the perfect shade to use on my eyebrows if I need to darken up the end. I also have like a mini version of this and I do not leave my house without it because you never know when you're gonna need to touch up your lips, your eyes, or your brows. And this has me covered. And they have so many colors. Even if you have lighter hair or you need a darker version, they have something for you. But if I need a more intense eyeliner, this Dior On Stage Liner Waterproof Liquid Liner in the brown shade is the best I have ever come across. It is so fine. You can look at the tip. It's so easy to apply. If you want your inner corner eyeliner to stay on until you wash it off, this is the eyeliner you need to use. Now, I'm going to show you this, and this is going to do nothing for you because I actually put the last eyelashes on my eyes today, but I have never loved lashes so much in my life. These are the Kiss Impress lashes, and I love them so much because all you do is stick them, you don't need glue or anything, you stick them under your eyelashes, right at the corner. I mean, you can do your full eye, but I put them at the corner. You squeeze them to your natural lashes with the tweezers that they give you, and they last all night. They don't bother your eye. They don't fall off. Your eyes can tear. They stay in place. This is probably my 10th pack of them this year, and I love that these are undetectable. Like, you won't see them on the top of your eye. It just looks like your natural eyelashes are that beautiful. Moving on to my favorite topic, lip liners and lipsticks and lip glosses. I have 4 nude lip liners that I want to recommend to you. The first is Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like everyone knows this liner and loves this liner. It is such a nice nude shade. This is really my everyday go-to nude lip liner. Next from Charlotte Tilbury, this is a little bit of a newer discovery of mine, and I actually like using these together. I'll go in and line my lips, and then I'll put on a gloss, and then I'll go in and define just my lip shape with the color Foxy Brown. You can see it's a lot darker, but it still has a really nice nudie brown tone. Then the Anastasia lip liner, I think this may have also been in my last year's favorite, in the shade Deep Taupe, is such a nice brownie lip liner. And lastly, Patrick Ta's lip liner in the shade She's Strong. This is actually my second time purchasing it. And what I really like about this one is that the tip of this is kind of a little bit bigger and on a slant. So you can apply this kind of like a lipstick and blend it out. I feel like all of these are very similar, but also incredibly different. And then for my favorite lipstick of the year, I literally just saw it. I have no clue where it went, but it was the KKW lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I know, I have moved on from Nude Kate, which was my ride or die for years, but the KKW lipstick has a little bit more of a pinkier undertone, and it is just absolute perfection. I don't know where she disappeared to. but trust me, she's great. And I do have to give an honorable mention to the Armani Lip Power in the shade 102. This one is actually all finished, but you can see it's a really nice lighty pinky nude. I like applying this just on the center, and I like that this one has a little bit more of like a glossy, balmy texture to it, because if I don't have lip gloss, it's okay. Okay, and now this is a more recent discovery. I've actually had this all year, but in the past few months, I've been loving it. It's the Makeup by Mario Nude Suede Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. So I'll put on my lip liner and then I'll dab this in the middle, and your lip combination is not going anywhere all night. I really like this color. It's the perfect nudie pink. It's not too light, it's not too dark. And then on top of that, my most used lip gloss of this year is actually from MAC. It is one of their Squirt Plumping gloss sticks, but this is just a clear one, and I love that this has like a very mild plumping effects. It makes your lips so shiny, it smells amazing, and this is definitely the lip gloss that I have reached for the most this year. Quickly, I do want to mention that I also really have been loving the Rhode lip treatments. This one, I love the clear one. I used mine completely up, and now I've actually been loving this pinkier gloss. I don't know if you can tell, it has a little bit of a pink tone to it. Now for fragrance, I bet you saw this coming. My most used fragrance for 2023 was the YSL Libre perfume. I actually just did a whole fragrance video if you want to check that out with all my favorite perfumes, but this is by far my most used perfume of 2023. But I have to say, I have used these perfume oils just as much. These we sell at CNC. You can buy them online or in our boutique. And these are fragrance oils that are dupes for very popular fragrances. My favorite is a Labor of Rose. This one smells like the rose perfume from Le Labo. It is so good. And my favorite way to wear this is actually when I mix it with the Vanilla Musk perfume oil from Namat. We also sell that. It is a dreamy combination. I swear, whenever one of you comes and shops in the store, you always ask what perfume combo I'm wearing, and it's always this one. Let's move on to a little bit of fashion clothes favorites. I have to say that my #1 favorite place to shop in 2023 was Dynamite. They have all the trendy pieces, but they also have really good classics. I find the quality is amazing and just the fit is really great. Another fashion favorite of mine, probably the pieces that I got the most use out of, were my Frankie Shop blazers. These are the perfect oversized blazers. They're definitely a little bit more on the expensive side, definitely a little bit of a splurge, but in my opinion, so worth it. And then another favorite of mine is this belt from Amazon that I discovered. It's obviously a dupe for the Hermes belts. It even has that like adjustable part in the back. And I have worn these, I kid you not, since I got them. I have it in this color and black. I have worn them all the time. This is such a smart mechanism on a belt. Speaking of dupes, these are another favorites of mine. Oh my god, they're so dirty. I have pretty much only worn these sunglasses since I got them. They obviously are reminiscent of Celine sunglasses, but these Celine sunglasses are impossible to find, so I ordered these ones. I will leave them linked down below. I also found these on Amazon for like 20 bucks. I ordered them today, so I'll let you know on Instagram what I think about them. My favorite shoe brand of 2023 has to be New Balance. I love this chunky dad style. And then I also really love these. I feel like these are the perfect pair of white sneakers. I just picked these up for my sister for Christmas and had to get myself a pair. Style and shape of these are so perfect. And then they're also like just a true stark white. And I feel like everyone needs a pair of white sneakers in their collection. For my most worn high heels of 2023, it has to be these. I actually got them on sale for like half price when I was in Toronto. These are the Louboutin Kate heels. These are like a blacky brown snake print. As you guys know, my favorite color in the world is brown. So these are perfect because I can wear them with brown outfits and I can also wear them with black outfits. This is a 100mm heel height, and they are way more comfortable than the 120mm heel height that they also have. Now this little tool has become my best friend. This is a micro stitch, and basically they're just like little tags that I use to kind of alter my clothes when I'm wearing them. That is not permanent. So let's say I'm wearing this top, and if it was like really low cut, I could kind of just take it together, stick it through, stitch it, and then it stays shut. You know, maybe that's still too low, so let's stitch it again. Obviously it's not permanent, but if you need something quick, like maybe you need the collar of your shirt to stay down, you can quickly micro stitch it. They also have clear ones if you're wearing something lighter. This has just honestly been a game changer for me throughout the year. In terms of home favorites, I have to say, I kind of took it easy this year. I feel like 2022 for me was like crazy. I spent so much on my home and decorating it, so I kind of took it easy. But my favorite thing I did to my home in 2023 was the wall paneling in my bedroom. I have a whole video on that if you want to check it out. And my favorite thing I got for my home, which was actually a gift for Christmas, and it was the best thing I got all year, is my record player. I got this on Amazon. It was actually a gift for my sister, and it's not only like so beautiful to listen to, but it is a great decoration as well. Now, in terms of health, I really took my health seriously this past year. I feel like it's the first time in my life where I've consistently worked out all year, and recently I've been really into the Copilot app. It is a great way to hold yourself accountable. You have a trainer who you have like a video session with, and then they create workouts for you and you can check in with them like you're talking with a real person. Before that, and I still do this now, I really love two apps. The Align app, which is more like Pilates, and then the Sculpt Society, which is like cardio, dance, and sculpt workouts. Out of those two, I have to say the Align app is just something I've been the most consistent with. It really helps with my mental health. I love the workouts. They're the perfect intensity, and obviously you can pick different workouts based on how you feel that day. Pilates, they have flows, they have sculpt workouts, cardio workouts. As a final section, I thought I would just go through some random things that I really love this year. The first are my Alani Nu energy drinks. I don't have these every day, but these are my favorite out of all of that I tried of like energy drinks. I developed a mild addiction to Audible, I have to say. I always have an audiobook going. Probably the thing I did the most this year was listen to audiobooks. It just makes me so much more productive because I'll want to listen to my audiobook, but I'm not just going to sit there and listen to my audiobook. So I'll like clean and organize just so I can listen to it. I listen to it when I'm driving. I literally have so many. Right now I'm listening to Things We Hide from the Light. This one, by the way, a lot of people recommended. I couldn't finish it. It was straight up porn. Straight up. Like, I like a little, smut reading novels. That I couldn't listen to. These are all of the books that I listened to this year. I think one of my favorites this year was definitely Meet Me at the Lake. I also really love Colleen Hoover's new book called Too Late, although that didn't get as many great reviews as I give it 5 stars. I don't give a lot of things 5 stars. I also really loved It Happened One Summer. That was really, really cute. And the books that started it all were Consider Me and Play With Me by Becca Mack. I actually started listening to those back in January, and that is what started this whole Audible obsession. Another favorite of mine were these little sticky things on the back of my phone. If you do any sort of content creation or anything at all, these have been so handy because you can literally stick it to a window, you can stick it to a mirror. It is kind of annoying because if you put it down on a table, it will stick to the table, but it just is very handy. You can literally stick your phone anywhere. Last favorite is the Canon G7X. This is actually the camera that I use when I vlog. This is the first camera I ever bought for my YouTube channel, which is crazy because I've had this for now like 7 years and it's still going strong. Like, this is still the same one, but I recently discovered it for pictures. And if you want to look flawless, like, I don't know, like no filters needed, nothing needed. If you want to look flawless, you get a Canon G7X and take pictures with the flash on. It is the best camera ever, and I also really love it for taking jewelry pictures. And speaking of jewelry, my favorites of 2023 has to be these Beatrice earrings. These are my most worn earrings of 2023 by far. And then also our watches. This is the two-tone President and our new hand chain. Those are my favorites of 2023. Wow, that was a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will obviously leave everything I mentioned down below. I want to know what your favorites are for 2023, the things that you loved all year long, the things you think I need to check out this year. And don't forget to subscribe for new videos. I promise in 2024 I will be 100% more committed to posting videos more regularly on this channel. But if you want more outfit inspo and all of that, you can find me on Instagram just at Tony Sevdalis. I post on there every single day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye!